Okay, hidey ho. And what you're looking at is an 1.25 piping that we've recently installed to supply a radiator out in a new addition that we roughed in some time ago. And let's see if I can, it's a lot of pipe in the way there, but right where my finger is the 1.25 pipe coming back from the radiator that we installed. Fitted large radiator in an addition, small addition, and it comes in counterflow. So the steam goes out to the radiator vent and the water comes back into this T and drips down this line, which we've just installed back behind the washing machine there. And there you can see the nice shiny copper. That's sort of a wet return. There we are, and we got it under the basement stair landing here. And we have a T and a drain for service. And then unfortunately it has to come up to tie onto the, well, it used to be a wet return, but it's now, because the boiler is smaller and a little lower down, it's now kind of a dry return. The water level is about here at the boiler. I made a mark where the water level is approximately there. And so it rises up and goes that way towards the boiler. It's a little bit more complicated, but I don't want to make this video too long. Just added a cross T here for serviceability. We've got a brass nipple there and a shutoff valve for isolation should it become necessary. There was just a cast iron 45 here and a cast iron 90 here, and we just added that wet return. So let's get a shot, and that's where that is there. Oh, I wanted to point out at this end also is a stalk and a Hoffman 4A slow vent to bring the steam here. So why did we go through the trouble of putting this wet return in? And the answer is, if we had run a dry return, the water would not have gotten back to the boiler as quickly. That's the main advantage of a wet return, other than the fact that it's sealed against the steam. So this is the beginning here, and what we had here was a line to the kitchen, and it had been capped off, and so this is the one we used. So we added a isolation valve here in case we need to isolate there and there to isolate this line. And then we added this 1.25 13-inch nipple, and it's counterflow this way. And then we 45 it up through here to get up in this space to make sure it's not a headbanger. I avoided the DSL box there. We got it piped in through there. So again, this is counterflow. So we got condensate rolling back, and we drilled a hole through there. And that's a 5-foot piece that we've got. And now that's a swing joint, and that's a 7-foot piece that we had cut for us. And there we are. And that is parallel flow. So any condensate that makes it to that point there is going to flow in the same direction of the steam and flow back and get back to the boiler as quickly as possible. And again, any condensate that's coming from the radiator is going to flow back down that pipe there. And that's how we kept the piping. So that's how we kept it so that the piping is tight up against the joist and doesn't become a head banger at this location here. Had I had my druthers, I would have liked to have transitioned from counterflow to parallel flow about here. I think we had the pitch to make that work, but that's the way I kind of wanted to go in. And so far we fired it, and it appears to work reasonably well. So thank you again for, I hope this was helpful, and that's how we add radiators far away from the source of supply. And I hope that this will continue to work for many years to come. Again, I want to thank you all for your questions and your comments, and see you the next time.